All right. Hi, I'm Dennis Byrne, host of Disc Golf TV. Thanks for dropping in tonight. Disc golf, what's that? Well, it's the great game of golf combined with modern aerodynamic frisbees. A lot less weight to carry around on the old bag. A lot easier to play, too. Don't have to put that old ball and club together. I'm president of the Indianapolis Disc Golf Club, Dennis Byrne. The Indianapolis Disc Golf Club is a volunteer, not-for-profit community organization which works with the Parks Department to provide recreational, economical alternatives to the citizens of Marion County. And we'd like to invite you to come out and play sometime. There's no greens fees. You can play at any one of the city's 4 courses at Somm Park, Gustafson Park, Brookside Park, or Washington Park. Come on out and play. There's no greens fees. All you need is a frisbee. Tonight on our show on Disc Golf TV, we're going to have some video from the Columbus Open, the 1992 Columbus Open, some great shots from that. We won't have time for all of those, but we will be able to show you a couple of 3 holes and some truly tremendous shots, absolutely amazing. We also have some video from a 1988 PDGA World Pro Champion, Steve Wisecup, and Steve's going to give us some tips on how to putt, how to drive, and basic skills needed for the game. So guys, anytime you're ready in the control room, we'll get Steve going, and we'll get me off the old TV because I'm heavy. I'm going to break your set. No, not really. I'm losing weight. Disc golf is a good way to do that. And here's Steve.
There's 5 basic things that we're going to remember when we start the putt. The first thing is that we're going to have the chest face the pole hole. Unlike a normal frisbee toss, where the chest or the body is facing perpendicular from the target, here we're going to face the target. The second thing that we're going to do is the grip. The grip is very important because you want the disc to fly flat and level to the target. Here we're going to use a pinch grip, pinching the thumb and the middle finger against the flight plate of the frisbee. The third thing we're going to remember is on line. We must be on line to the target to hit into the chains. We're going to use the pole as a reference point here on keeping the disc on line. The fourth thing we're going to remember is spin. Spin is super important because without spin on the disc, we all know that it wouldn't fly at all. So remember to snap that wrist and put the spin on the disc. And the last thing we're going to remember is follow through. Whenever you release the disc, use the hand and imagine the hand following the disc into the chains of the pole hole. With these 5 basic tips, all of your putts are going to go in. Just like that.
For the game of disc golf, former world champion Steve Wisecup.
All right, in a drive, we're going to involve more than just the arm, which is what is normally involved in a regular frisbee toss. Here, we're going to involve the whole body. First thing you want to remember is keep your steps simple. Keep them like short dance steps. This way. The next thing that we want to remember is keeping your knees flexed. That's going to help you get the whole body into the motion of the disc throw. The next thing we want to remember is pull the disc across your chest. This keeps the disc on a straight, flat, even plane towards your hole. And the last thing you want to remember is snap and follow through. When you release the disc, follow through with the motion. This will help with distance and also help to prevent injury in further throws. Much like this. You'll find that different players use different grips whenever they're driving. A couple of the different grips, number 1 is called the pinch grip. It's much like the grip that we describe in putting, where the lid of the disc is pinched between the middle finger and the thumb of the hand, much like this here. The next grip we're going to talk about is what's called a power grip. The power grip involves bringing the hand into a fist motion, gripping the rim of the disc. Bringing all the fingers on the inside of the rim, and the thumb is slightly further back towards the rim than the pinch grip was. This grip here, like its name, can institute more power in your drive.
Field goal.
All right, and some great hints there and great instructional information from 1988 PDJ World Champion Steve Wisecup. Steve is so smooth, there's not enough O's in the word for the boy. He is really quite good and very consistent. And the great thing about Steve, too, is he never loses his cool. He's a pro all the way around. You never see him kicking his bag or yelling at somebody. He's always very level and very much the gentleman. And you'll have a chance to see Steve at this year's 1993 Checkered Flag Open. And that's right here in Indianapolis. That's what we're going to talk about next. Steve will be in among some of the other better disc golfers from across the country and certainly from around the Midwest. The Checkered Flag has traditionally been in the top 20 in the nation as far as purse size and field size. Very popular event. That will be held August 13th, 14th, and 15th at Washington Park and Brookside Park. We're using both courses, two beautiful 18-hole courses that will be going on. The competition will be the 14th and 15th, but on Friday, the 13th of August, starting at 11:30, we'll have a celebrity charity pro-am event. Now, this event is to benefit the urban scouting program of the Boy Scouts of America. And we're going to have some of the local celebs out playing with some of the best pros in the country, and we'll have some Boy Scouts out, and a lot of fun, a lot of good things going on. We'll have some contests that the public can participate in, win some prizes, and try their hand at disc golf. It'll be kind of fun to see some of the sports guys out there giving the other golf a shot and learning from some of the best golfers like Steve in the world. So that'll be a lot of fun. Friday the 13th. There's also a doubles event for the competitors that evening if you guys want to come out early and see some of the players in a little bit more relaxed, slightly relaxed atmosphere. They take their doubles pretty seriously. Then on Saturday the 14th at 9 a.m. is the registration, and 10 p.m. is the start of competition play for the Checkered Flag. That will be the start of 2 rounds that day, 2 rounds at Washington Park, 2 rounds at Brookside Park. And that evening at the Holiday Inn East on 21st and Shaylin, that's Tournament Central, there will be a preliminary for a putting contest at the hotel, also a fly mart where vendors of various disc golf goodies can come out, show their wares, and just kind of talk with the players. It's a real fun time, and I'm sure we'll have a blast there. Sunday, the 15th, it kicks back off. Tee off on Sunday is at 9 a.m. for the first round, and that's both parks, Brookside and Washington. And we'll be going strong through those rounds. We'll make a cut, go back to Brookside in the afternoon. The only competition will be at Brookside. There'll be a 9-hole final shootout, and it will be quite exciting. We'll have some more goodies that the public can give away. Food, fun, music, prizes. There's no admission. Come on out. You don't want to miss this one, folks. If you just want to check this sport out and you wonder what it's about, this is the event to come see it. These pros are awesome. Local amateurs, if you want to come play in the tournament, you can do that. You can sign up day of. We're limited to the first 144 golfers, so we'll probably have about 60 or 70 pros in and maybe 70 or 80 amateurs. Come on out. It's only a $20 registration fee. Okay, coming up next on our show is highlights from the 1992 Columbus Open featuring 4-time world champion Ken Climo, Steve Valencia, Crazy John Brooks, and John Ahart. And guys, if you're about ready in the booth, we'll roll that video. You got to see this, folks. There's some tremendous shots. Here it is. Take a look at this.
The 1992 Columbus Professional Disc Golf Open. The Hoover Reservoir Championship Disc Golf Course. The Hoover Reservoir Park in Columbus, Ohio is home to many recreational activities: boating, sailing, biking, and fishing. But on the weekend of August 15th and 16th, 1992, the world's best disc golfers have come to compete in the 7th Can-Am Series Finals, the second annual Columbus Disc Golf Open. This year, a second 18-hole temporary course was added to accommodate the 122 players competing in 6 divisions. Except for light rain during the first round on Saturday, the weather conditions were perfect throughout the tournament. After 4 rounds, 2 on each course, 4 players in the Open Division will go on to play a final 9-hole showcase round to decide the 1992 Columbus Disc Golf Champion. Disc golf is played much like traditional ball golf. It uses many of the same terms, but it's different in many ways because of the equipment that's used. The high-tech golf disc makes use of today's aerospace technology. Each disc is designed for a certain purpose or condition, and there are several dozen models to choose from, produced by 6 manufacturers. Golf discs normally cost between $5 and $10 a piece. Add that to the fact that almost all disc golf courses are free to play. Makes disc golf an inexpensive and enjoyable sport for the whole family. The disc pole hole manufactured by the Disc Golf Association is the standard target for the game of disc golf. The disc pole hole was invented in the mid-1970s out of the need to know without doubt that the disc has actually hit its target. The disc pole hole replaces objects like lampposts, trees, or wood posts that were used on courses before the invention of the pole hole and are still used on some courses around the country today. There are over 500 permanent disc golf courses around the world today. The disc must come to rest inside the basket or within the chain assembly before the hole is considered completed. At less than the cost of a tennis court, an 18-hole disc golf course can serve dozens of players at once, making disc golf a very efficient means of land use for park systems. Disc golf is played just like traditional ball golf in that the players count how many strokes or throws it takes to get from the tee to the basket. Courses generally consist of 9 or 18 holes, and of course the player who completes the course in the fewest number of throws is declared the winner. Players have to avoid out-of-bounds areas or other infractions that might add strokes to their score, but in general, the rules and the etiquette and the spirit of the game is very similar to traditional ball golf. In 3rd place at 31 under par is John Ahart. John is 30 years old from Huntington Beach, California. He is the 1988 World Disc Golf Champion. Also in 3rd place at 31 under is Crazy John Brooks from Kansas City, Missouri. 32 years old, Crazy has held over a dozen World Frisbee Championship titles. In 2nd place at 37 under is the 1991 and 1992 World Disc Golf Champion, Ken Climo. Ken is 24 years old and hails from Clearwater, Florida. And leading the tournament at 38 strokes under par, the 20-year-old from Riverside, California, defending Columbus Open champion Steve Valencia. Going into the final 9 holes, Steve Valencia has a 1-stroke lead over Ken Climo. First round leader John Brooks and John Ahart tied for 3rd at 31 under par. Hole number 1 is 344